Most of us would settle for being very good at one thing in our lives, but Dan Goldie has excelled at two. Dan was a top professional tennis player, winning 2 singles and 2 doubles titles. He reached the quarterfinals at Wimbledon in 1989. He's also a top-selling financial author, best known for this book, The Investment Answer, which he co-wrote with Gordon Murray, a former Wall Street trader. Remarkably, Murray was terminally ill with cancer at the time. We interviewed Dan at his financial services consultancy in Northern California, primarily for our documentary, Passive Investing: The Evidence. But we also wanted to ask him about this book. First, why did he and Gordon decide to write it?
So what we wanted to do was get the idea of what I would call sensible investing, which is passive investing with rebalancing and other sort of simple but important elements of investing smartly. So we wanted to get this sensible, smart investing approach, the ideas of that out to the public, to everyday investors. Well, the idea of the book really was Gordon's, and he had started writing the bones of the book years earlier. What really changed for us was when he was diagnosed with terminal brain cancer and then later was told he had 6 months to live. And when he was told he had 6 months, that was when I said to him, we've got to write that book that you've been talking about for so long. And so we didn't have much time, so we put it together very quickly. But fortunately, we were both working in the investment field, so this was not something that required research at all. It was in our heads already. It was just a matter of getting it on paper and in the right format. It's really been a remarkable thing that what started out as our self-published paperback, which we were initially selling and giving away for free, has now become published in multiple languages all around the world. He saw most of the results. He didn't actually see the publication of the #1 ranking in the paper, but he knew when he passed that it was going to be a very successful book. He had seen a lot of the media coverage that we had, and he actually held the hardcover copy in his hand before he passed away. So he saw most of it, and he knew it was going to be, he knew that he had accomplished what he had set out to accomplish. Gordon did a number of things toward the end of his life where he was able to give back his knowledge and experience to help other people. And the Investment Answer, the book that we wrote, was the last thing that he did. But before that, he appeared in front of Congress shortly after the mortgage debacle in 2008 and 2009, and he talked to them about things that he thought should be done to help corral Wall Street and make the financial world a safer place. In fact, even there's a fundraising drive right now at the University of California, San Francisco, the medical school, where they're doing a drive in his name to raise money for brain cancer. And so there's another way that he's used his life to help other people, and so future brain cancer patients will be treated differently, and he's contributing towards maybe finding a cure for that disease.